feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Smith going to look to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jack left. Hey, trio left.
Now Geno. And that'll fall incomplete. He was... as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Kwity Paye in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And Jones hit, and the ball's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Timberland. Dom Capers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. On the return, here's Agnew. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Let's go.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Williams. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Here we go. Set.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Bears defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the jump.
On first down, Willis. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Javonte Williams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Half 18, half 18.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. to the 43, second down. The Saints at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing Jones. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Jones throw complete to McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Okay, here we go. To the right, Patino. To the right, Patino. Troy Johnson. Detroit Johnson. Out the gun.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Daniel Jones, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
And Daniel Jones has always been an integral part of his team's run game. 5 touchdowns on the ground in the first 3 years. Had 7 last season. So even if it's not a called quarterback run, he understands where the goal line is, and often will carry it himself.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Willis. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Fights through and now a crease. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Go, Reed. Go.
They go play action with Willis. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause. by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Williams. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Hey, check that, street.
Third and goal, Willis. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To the air on first down, here's Willis. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. First and 10, Willis. Able to connect with Mims. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
60, 60.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now will be 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Touchdown, Bears! Javonte Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamison Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out and start the drive at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed.
And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Saints. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Boykin, 97 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 16.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 65 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Cook running right. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Okay, ready? 60 Eagles.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 28. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
18, 5 here.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now Vizcaino for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bears 45, Saints 23.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams down to about the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Lazard, 32 yards. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's taken down back at his own 7. After the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Timberland. Up and go.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
South salad.
Jones throwing on first down. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down.
Great.
46-yard line.
Rita.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go, Scott.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.